A lot depends on your perspective, going into the game. If you're thinking, Auburn out of the SEC and St. Joseph's out of the Atlantic 10, and you look at the teams that we had last year, I could understand why you may have walked away being disappointed in how we played. But if you've paid attention to our roster, we've experienced a lot of changes. This is our first exhibition. This is our first scrimmage. This was our first game. And we had advantages over St. Joe. We were bigger, we were longer. Coach decided to go small and spread and shoot us, which obviously hurt them on the backboards, which we took advantage of. But when the game got close and it was in the second half and it's overtime, St. Joe's, I felt like, had the advantage because they had a few guys that were on the floor for them last year late, and we didn't. We had a freshman point guard, Justin Powell, that played a whole bunch and didn't turn it over. I thought there were times that Jalen Williams, although Funk had a fantastic game and he was a nightmare matchup for us, I thought that Jalen showed, at times he was the best player on the floor. So it's a good win. It's a good win for this young team.
Josh, please go ahead.
Did not have one, but I'll ask one anyway. Bruce, take us through the end of regulation that played at Jalen. What's going on in the huddle, and why'd you pick him in that spot?
It was interesting because as soon as I made the call, I actually second guessed myself because I actually put Devin in a passing situation. And I told him what I thought would be open. I thought Jalen would be open on the slip, but he had to execute it. And then if Jalen wasn't open on the slip, then I was going to be putting Devin in a ball screen. He was 1 for 9 from 3, and they were probably going to switch it anyway. So the first thing of that part of that play needed to work because there was not a very good counter to it. So, look, they made my bad call work, but obviously that was a slip screen, and we needed that bucket, and right before that we needed those free throws that Al Flanagan made when we were down 3 to keep us within range.
Justin Ferguson, please go ahead.
Bruce, there have been several times the last few years where you've had a length disadvantage, a height disadvantage. This game, very athletic team, very long team. You guys were able to dominate the paint. What was it like to see a team win this way in the paint and on the boards?
Well, it was good. I wish we had a stronger post-up game, whether it be Jalen or JT or Dylan or Stretch, because we had advantages on the inside, but I don't know that with the exception of rebounding, we took full advantage of it. When you guys come to practice, you hear me a lot talking about our backside rebound. We do a lot of things on the backside to get people in there to rebound the basketball. And a lot of people don't. A lot of people have the lane spread, and you see that a lot in the NBA. But I think it's a still important part of the college game. Like I've always got to make these analogies because you guys are all so much smarter at football than you are necessarily at basketball. It's not that you're not smart at basketball, but you've been covering football a lot longer. Backside rebounding and offensive rebounding is like downfield blocking. It's like somehow letting some of your offensive linemen get into the second level and maybe have a big play. So we get down in there and have some responsibilities, and we took advantage of it tonight.
Gianna, please go ahead.
Hey, Bruce. Happy Thanksgiving, first of all. But I know earlier before the season, you're saying it's really important for guys to step up as leaders because they're also young. Who did you really see step up as a leader, not just like in scoring, but in the way they help the team move through the game?
I thought Babatunde, Akingbola, really stepped up with his leadership. Doesn't surprise me. He's very, very vocal. He stepped up his play. He had some big blocks. He knocked down a big 3. He was vocal defensively. Obviously got a big offensive rebound kick out late. I mean, Stretch was a factor tonight. And because he's such a popular person on our team, when he played well, I think guys really got excited and pleased for him. And so I would say that he was one of our leaders tonight. And then obviously Jalen Williams with his play. with a double-double.
Mark, please go ahead.
Yeah, what you think of Justin Powell's college debut?
You know, a shooting guard out of Kentucky that is forced into playing out of position without Sharif Cooper. And I know, I'll tell you one thing, I know there's nobody happier for Justin than Sharif. I'm telling you right now. But to play that game and not have a turnover, we ask a lot of our point guards, and thought he did a terrific job. And I thought Tyrell, scored 11 points, and not a lot of time. But I mean, he shouldn't say that because Ty still played, 17 minutes and he started, but he was able to score 11, and we only had 2 turnovers for a point guard. I think that's really good. Great debut for Justin to get to the foul line, make all of his free throws, knock down some big threes. He played with confidence. I want him to shoot even more. I want him to shoot it when he's open.
Nathan, please go ahead.
Hey, Bruce, when you kind of think back to the last time you were in a stadium way back in March, just how grateful are you guys to be back playing today, and how did it feel to finally be back on the court after such a long break?
My staff did a great job, Nathan. I thought we were prepared. We spent some time working on St. Joe. The stuff they run is really hard to guard. We got a really quick turnaround right now with Gonzaga. I mean, everybody, it's very unfortunate that we get to play them on no rest. They're good. Oh my gosh, they got 6 or 7 pros. I'm used to playing against Kentucky, and they got 4 or 5. But man, what a great game between Gonzaga and Kansas. That score was not indicative of how close it was. So yes, it's great to get back. Thankful for the opportunity to get back. Appreciate Auburn, for doing all the things that it's done to give these kids, their students. These are their student athletes, and we've all worked really hard. Auburn's worked really hard. The athletic department's worked really hard to give these kids an opportunity to do the thing that they love and play the game. So appreciate Fox putting this together, and the people here have done a nice job with the tip-off here, Rocket Mortgage, and Fort Myers is a beautiful place, man. Y'all need to come down. I need to come back sometime when I can actually enjoy it.
Ryan Matthews.
Hi, Bruce. Just wanted to ask you about your sophomore class. You lost your top 6 scores from last year. What do you think it meant to this team to see those guys really step up, really across the board, from Jalen to Devin to Turbo to Stretch, all those guys?
What a difference, a year does make. And guys, if it's okay, because the guys are waiting on the bus, if it's okay, I'm going to let this be my last question. Is that okay, guys? No, I appreciate it. Part of it was, again, in recruiting. We did not, and there's nothing wrong with transfers. I like transfers. There's nothing wrong with it. I just felt like all my sophomores, Tyrell and Devin, Allen, Jalen, and Babatunde, all deserved an opportunity. I thought they all deserved an opportunity to be able to be out there and play. And so I gave them that opportunity to be out there playing, and didn't recruit over their head. And I think when you do stuff like that, I think sometimes you get rewarded. So, and they certainly rewarded us tonight. So appreciate you guys. We'll see you tomorrow morning.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thank you.